Howdy guys, this is Peliha.ip and yes, we're back with Bendy and the Ink Machine. Select chapter and we're gonna do chapter 3, Rise and Fall. Just like SML. And no, it's not scrapped. Sure, it's taking a long time, but it's still gonna come regardless. Yes, I'm gonna do that SML video. But when it will come out, it will be worth it. Because I cannot do more chronicles before I'm done with SML. Like I want to do a Fire Emblem, I want to do a top 10 best and worst, my top 5 best and worst video games. But I cannot do that if I'm not done with the top 10 best SML videos. I have to do that one before I can go forward. Yeah, I know that one.
I'm not getting out of here that easy. Need to open the door, but the lever is missing. Boris probably has it. Hey buddy, you seen that lever handle around?
Just a second, I'm gonna look at my notes.
Something to eat? I thought so. Let's see what we got.
Okay, for the Tommy gun, it's the Ink Machine and the Demon Path. But I'm thinking that I can do I might do the other way around, which is Boris and Angel Path.
That should be enough.
And I also cannot die.
Here you go. See what's up there. Don't wander off. Looks like it's really dark up ahead. Let's find some light.
There's one up there. Come on, Boris. Let's go.
Don't be scared, Boris. I'll keep the light near you so you don't get lost.
Yeah, he's gonna lead the way because if I do, even if I'm slow as hell, he's still gonna be stuck.
Did you hear that? Yeah, me either. Another dead end. I don't see any other way through. You got any ideas, Boris?
Coming to the vent. Oh no, Boris is the imposter. Among Us reference. Even if this game did not came out when No, I mean Among Us was not out when Bendy was finished. Or at the very least, it was not as popular when it was finished, like in 2018. Because Among Us came out in
Wow.
2018.
I don't remember any of this.
It was a huge thing in 2020. Probably because of a certain virus that I cannot wait to be done with. Especially if you live in Quebec.
Why is there always something blocking the door? Gotta be a way through.
Yeah, our government is basically run by a monkey at this point. And yes, I just called Logo a monkey. Alice, ink machine.
I see you there.
Yeah, no angel at all.
Fly in my endless web. Come along now. Let's see if you're worthy to walk with angels.
Wait, the more I think about it, is Bendy basically warning us that Birthright is bad? Because sure, Birthright is like the white, like the light, and you know, that kind of a thing, if you know what I mean. But it's still very dark. Darker than the, ooh, you sided with the bad guys, that kind of stuff.
Boris! Oh, you scared me to death. Don't suppose you found anything we can use to protect ourselves with. This will do.
And it also, Birthright is darker than Five Nights at Freddy's, by the way. And we all know how dark Five Nights at Freddy's is.
Looks like to open this, we're gonna need to throw 2 levers at once.
Especially
You
when
get this
Birthright
one.
and Five Nights at
I'll find
Freddy's
the other.
both has, at least one child dying. While it's not the case for Conquest. The side when, oh, it's dark, and you side with the village. Ooh, spooky, scary. Yeah, and when I think about it, Problem Fits a Conquest and Bendy and Nick Machine have a lot in common. I'm not gonna be surprised if they both have the same base, or I mean, Bendy was inspired by Bioshock. I'm not gonna be surprised if the reason with the similarities between Problem Fates Conquest and Bendy and Ink Machine is probably because Bioshock was probably inspired by Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. I'm not gonna be surprised if that's the
You're
case.
so interesting. So different. I have to say.
For crying out loud, Garen and Bendy are similar.
Looks like you've got a date with an angel. Come to me now. Level 9. Just follow the screams. Come on. Step out of your cage. There's a whole twisted world out here.
Imagine if Garen and Bendy are the same person. That's gonna be funny. Like, after you defeat Garen in Fire Emblem Fates Conquest, he just appears in the world of Bendy. Like, when you turn on the ink machine, it's basically that moment where Garen is defeated in Conquest. So, yeah. Fire Emblem Fates Conquest and Bendy are canon in their universes.
Look around. It took so many of them to make me so beautiful. Anything less than perfect was left behind. I had to do it. She made me.
But let's be honest, it's probably a coincidence. And it's a possibility that Garen and Bendy are completely different entities.
Now we come to the question.
But it's still funny to think about it.
Do I kill you? Do I tear you apart to my heart's delight? The choices of the beautiful are unbearable. How's a girl to choose? Take this, little freak, for instance.
Because there's still that thing. It's probably possible that Bendy existed way before the game started.
Pull me back! Do you know what it's like living in the dark puddles? It's a buzzing, screaming well of voices. Bits of your mind swimming like fish in a bowl. The first time I was born from its inky womb, I was a wiggling, pulsing, shapeless slug. The second time, well, it made me an angel. I will not let the demon touch me again. I'm so close now. So almost perfect. Yes, I will spare you. For now. Better yet, I'll even let you ascend and leave this place. If you will do a few eensy, weensy little favors for me first. Return to the lift, my little errand boy. We have work to do.
No.
My machines are hungry. Gather me some spare parts.
Okay, level K.
There
And I
are
think
so few rules to our world now. So little truths. But there is one rule we all know and respect down here. Beware the ink demon. Stay out out in the open for too long and he will find you. For if you see him, you'd better hide. If you don't, well, I enjoyed our date. Now,
When I
let us
think of a
begin
date, I
our
don't think
work.
of this.
Have you met him? The Ink Demon.
I have the high ground.
Everything. Every creak of the floor. Every rustle of paper. I wouldn't run so fast if I were you. You never know what will
One
draw
down.
him in.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember when I first made that game on the channel. When I did chapter 3 on the channel, it was like one day after they have hurt Camilla. You know, fair pirate
That
there.
should be plenty. Return them to
Oh
me.
no, poor Camilla. What have they
And
done to
try
you?
not to die on the way back.
It still hurts to this day. Poor thing. But I guess it could be worse. It could be Nightcap from Plants vs. Zombies Heroes. How could you have wasted such a good
He
character?
was always a good liar.
Nightcat was my favorite in Plants vs. Zombies
He
Heroes.
was once a very
And yet you
handsome
replaced
man.
it with, well, I actually don't mind the other Nightcap. But let's be honest. If we can have both of them, it will be cool. Well, it will be nice if, like, Nightcap without a space between the T and the C would be like, you know what? I'm gonna refer to Nightcap male and male Nightcap and female Nightcap. Male Nightcap is
If you're gonna catch them, you'll
the
have
one
to
that
learn to
was
move
stuck in
quietly.
Plants vs Zombies
Come
Heroes,
back to my door.
and female
Something
Nightcap
that
is the one that we have now. It would be nice if we have both. Why can't we have both? The Nightcaps are like related, like maybe like a boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister. Why not? Okay, level 11. I think this is the proof that Camilla could have gotten worse. Could have been stuck in Birthright. And to be honest, I still don't know which one is worse. Farmland Face Birthright or Plants vs Zombies Heroes? But to be honest, I'm gonna go with Plants vs Zombies Heroes because, let's be honest, Farmland Face Birthright, as bad as it can be, at the very least, it had a point. Plants vs Zombies Heroes was just unnecessary. But even at that, I still don't know if Plants vs Zombies Heroes is worse than Fire Emblem Face Birthright. I still don't know. Because at the very least, Plants vs Zombies Heroes is not as gross. Or maybe I will still say Plants vs Zombies Heroes because Plants vs Zombies Heroes could have been good, but it isn't. Well, Fire Emblem Fates Birthright was probably doomed to begin with. Plants vs. Zombies Heroes could have been good, but it isn't. Maybe a lot. When I say Plants vs. Zombies Heroes could have been good, it would have never. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be at the level of the Plants vs. Zombies 1 and 2. It probably would have been at the level of Battle for Neighborville. If it was actually good, of course. But to be honest, quality-wise, Birthright and Plants vs. Zombies Heroes are just equally as bad. Even if it's for different reasons. Because the problem with Fire Emblem Fates Birthright is plot-based, while Plants vs. Zombies Heroes is more gameplay-based. Okay. Where could it be? Holy crap, this one is gonna be hard. Come on. Come on! Ah, my god, this is so annoying.
Makes my skin
Should I not?
crawl.
Should I don't run?
But the task is done. Bring me back my equipment, please.
What?
Once upon a time, there was an
What?
angel,
Bendy?
and she
Is Bendy here?
and loved by
Why is
all.
Boris scared?
She
Is
was
Bendy close?
perfect. No matter what Joey says.
Ooh, I got a notification.
Look for valve pads. Turn the little wheels. Then bring me their power cores. Please don't make me regret sparing you. I can always change my mind.
And I think the reason why Plants vs. Zombies Heroes is worse than Birthright is more a technicality. Because Fire Emblem Fates Birthright has a point, but it was also doomed to begin with. While Plants vs. Zombies Heroes was unnecessary, and it could have been good. Come on, die! Thank you. Grab it. I think this is gonna be our first encounter with Bendy. There's a cabin there and another one there. these things pops up like creepers at this point. And imagine because you know you're doing something, then you hear a sound behind you, and you're gonna get hit. Or exploded in the face. Come on, take the power. Okay, I should watch out for Bendy. I actually go there. I have my back turn. And then at that very moment, I'm gonna hear a searcher. As expected.
You're quite the efficient little errand boy, aren't you?
I'm gonna kill that searcher.
There was a time people knew my name. It's Alice Angel, they'd say. Feels like so long ago.
Oh yeah, after that we gotta have to break the Bendy cutouts, am I right?
Come true, Susie. Dreams come true. You see those grinning demons?
I knew it!
Let's remove them, shall we? I've got just the tool to make this even more enjoyable.
Let's go back to level K. Let's go back to level K. There you go. That's what I thought. Okay. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! This is bad. This is Bendy. This is freaking Bendy. He's getting closer. That's Bendy. This is freaking Bendy. Bendy and the Ink Machine is not a horror game for nothing. Is he gone? I guess he's gone. Because I have to remind you, I cannot die. Because if I die, I cannot get the gun. Goodbye.
Now that was fun. Oh, but I forgot to mention. He hates it when I do that. I would hide.
This is the first thing you must do. And you probably guessed it, I've not played Fire Emblem Heroes, I still did not resume Fire Emblem Heroes. Because as you probably didn't know, Peliha.ip still bothers me. What a waste of a health for, no. What a waste of an health for a character. Just poor Camilla, I feel bad for her. What a waste. I hope Inoka will get her karma. Because by doing that, it implies that Inoka is superior to Camilla, which is not. Because I can say a lot about Camilla, but Inoka, the best thing I can say is that she looks like a pepperoni pizza. I think at this point it was Garfield that said, "Hey, fair part pair. Inoka should be the lead. She looks like a lasagna, and I love lasagnas." Garfield! Why did you do that? No. I should say, Garfield! Much better. Holy shit! Get in! Holy shit! I was going back and then boom! Bendy! I never saw Bendy this close before. Well, I did. It's for a video. I never saw Bendy this close in a video. Because trust me, I did. A lot. Come on, Bendy, get out. Leave. Are you gonna go back and forth? Okay, he's gone. And also, something I forgot to mention, and probably another reason why Conquest is better than Birthright, because the title says it by itself, Birthright. It implies you have your biological sisters, and you can marry them. Or your brothers if you're a female. But what? You're gonna say, yeah, but what about you can still, but if you marry your adopted sister, it's still gross. Do you hear yourself? You forgot the context of the game. They know they're not their sister by birth. Corin got kidnapped, I remind you. So at this point, it does not matter. And those people who complain about that, it's the same that gonna marry Zora, aka your cousin. So why bother at this point? The Butcher Gang. Come on. There you go. Okay, Fisher. The most dangerous of them all. Come on. There you go.
So quiet. Like a welcoming grave. I like the silence. Don't you? Oh, I hate leaving work unfinished. Fortunately, I have you to pick up the pieces. But you'll have to go even deeper. Down, down, down into the abyss.
Projectionist!
Take the lift down. Say hello to an old friend.
Yes, the projectionist.
Sending you a little present. A little firepower. Take good care of it. It belonged to someone very special.
Oh yeah. And I'm not gonna make that comment. Yeah, I'm not gonna make that comment because I don't know how many horror games have guns in it. But I bet there's a lot. Yeah, I did not play a lot of horror games. Because most do not interest me. But maybe that might change. That might change because with the exception of Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy and Ignition is the only horror game I've played. With the exception of creepypasta games like La Silver, Mr. Katie Save the World, and, yeah, you know that kind of game. Yep, with the Tommy gun, the projectionist is just as effective as a fly. Oh fuck. Okay, one more. My English might not be perfect, but at the very least, I am compared to most of the Quebecers. I'm probably one of the best. Because if I have a better English than the prime minister himself, this is saying something. Yeah, I'm basically basically have a better English than the one that leads the province. I can basically make his conference for him, and it will be understood better. How funny this is! Yeah. At this point, English is something I have in my blood. Because my parents speak English, my brother speaks English, my sister speaks English. I have a friend that only speaks English. Because yes, if you did not saw the video on Mr. Katie Saves the World, well, or no, more like the video when I filmed myself as a kid, and I had a really high-pitched voice, you will know that I made this video in French. And you know that this is in French because back then I copied someone who speaks French.
Tell me, were they still alive in your hands? Bring them to me, now. I don't like to wait.
Let's get out. Yeah, let's get out. I want out. I am lost. I am lost. Where am I going? Where is the exit? Even if I played this game like for years, I still don't know where's the exit. Because there is no map. And I think that was the point. Because it's a horror game. What was I expecting? Let's go back to level 9. And I have to be careful because there's a bug. Well, there's a glitch where the cutscene, when the ending cutscene does not trigger. When the ending cutscene is not triggered, and you're basically stuck. So you have to be careful. And even then, I don't know if it's possible because I think it's like random or something.
We've reached the end of my to-do list, my little errand boy. I hope you enjoyed our time together. I'll always treasure it. Return to the lift. It's time to go home. Have you ever wondered what heaven is like? I like to dream that it's quite beautiful. A soft valley of green grass, blanketed by a warm sun. I don't think I'll ever get to see it. Are you ready to ascend, my little errand boy? The heavens are waiting.
Hey, we all know that's not gonna happen.
Do you really think I let you steal from me? You really think I just let you go? No, Henry. I know who you are, and I know why you're here. And you will not stop what needs to be done. Now come down and bring me back my forest! It's the most perfect forest I've ever seen, and I want it! I need it inside, so I can be beautiful again! Don't you understand? Don't you get it? Give him to me! Yes! I'll take him! You're dead!
All right, Joey. I'm here. Let's see if we can find what you wanted me to see.
Okay, now that this is done, It's gonna be the next chapter. That was Peliha.ip, and bye.